waiting for everything to go.
Mine's still on 0.
You're waiting for everything to go. I've just pushed recording. So far, the recording's going smoothly.
Just wait.
Mine just went from 0 to 99 in a second. Oh, down to 50, back up to 64.
Have you had an email from Riverside yet? Saying, we found a mysterious blockage.
Riverside looking into
I'm on 99%.
Riverside looking
Sorry
into
to cut
the
you
issues
off.
that we
I'm on
had.
99. Now it says trying to connect.
But
Oh my!
Let's just hope that this works. Right. Okay. So we're running test number 2. So,
number 2.
Test 2.
Boys, what would
test 2.
Crystal Palace 2, Luton. Oh no, sorry, it was Crystal Palace 1, Luton.
Riverside
1-0.
0.
Yeah.
Hosts can't connect.
74.
So what would you do though if you were homeless and you had 20 quid? What's the vibe? What's everyone?
I don't know. We'll get into it in the show.
If we get there.
What if you had 20 quid? I'd paid Riverside Support to fix our studio.
Yeah, and we could earn a living then off it, couldn't we?
That'd be good. That'd be good.
So we're on 40 seconds, and everyone still seems to not have had any error messages.
Nice.
Excellent.
Yeah, excellent. Check.
Tonight on episode 162, I've written some numbers down here where I would normally insert some catchy intro introducing the boys, but actually I've just put in brackets GOFest excitement references, and I haven't really got any either, but guys, I've got Milo, I've got Ian, and I've got Coopsy here with me. The four of us are united for 162, as I've already said. Welcome back to the Incensed podcast. Guys, hey, we're going to be talking some good stuff today, aren't we? This is the big one, isn't it?
Very good, very
How big
nice.
is it?
We're going to be talking about all of our recording woes that we had for the last couple of days.
I was wondering if the 1, 2, 3, 4 you've written down is the pacing of the Riverside upload tonight.
To listeners, you will not know what we're talking about because this will be flawless. It'll sound amazing, but yeah, it hasn't been. It's been anything but that, hasn't it? Oh,
It's not smooth sailing on Riverside.
It's definitely not smooth sailing. Every time I start talking, you all freeze.
You froze. I thought you were
Dude, I
striking
didn't want to say
Ian.
anything, but you just started talking and it cut you off like 10 seconds. I was like, does he know that we didn't hear that? I was like, does he know?
You've not heard a word I've said for the last 3 weeks. So what?
He could have called us all
never know in
really
the show.
awful names. We don't know.
Oh, we love you, Riverside, but please fix your studio.
the joke is though, like we've had to start listening back to the episodes because when we record these, we do jokes and we listen back. It always sounds different to how we recorded it on the night because it's more polished. Well, genuinely, it's so we can actually hear everything that was said. Now we listen to it, don't we? After we recorded it, so
It's more out of upload panic. Like, are we going to get the recording? What's happening?
Oh man, alive! But we're doing all right, guys. All
What
tech
did you
issues
say? I didn't
aside.
hear a word you said.
Oh jeez!
So yours lagged then, Ian. You spoke
He
visibly.
did. Mark started
and
talking
then
about
audibly
Riverside
came
lagging.
through
I
about
couldn't
20
hear a
seconds
word.
later.
Mine's come up and it says trying to connect again. Look at Milo.
I want to die.
I want to die.
Milo's thinking, I'm going to edit this
So
stuff.
just to let everyone know, we're tendering at the moment for a new podcast platform hosting.
We're in the
site.
market.
We're in the market.
We're not. We're still tied into a contract at the moment, but then that's another story.
Guys, are we doing all right though? Let's put tech issues aside. This is a Pokemon GO podcast, obviously. How are we all are we doing all right?
Sort of. Yes. After last week's GoFest announcements, very excited. We're going to be talking about them later and just scoping out what's going to be a possibility travel-wise.
Indeed. I second that. It's taken me nearly a week, but I've managed to get time cleared off. So, Madrid, New York, here I come.
I third that too. Yeah, just trying to figure out the price and the annual leave and life. But we'll get there.
Well, I'll fourth from that motion. Is that a word? I'll fourth that motion and go.
Fourth the motion.
Madrid is very much happening, and actually, that's what the 1, 2, 3, 4 really stood for. I preempted that. It's quite smart, wasn't it? We've all
You
said
let
our
us
little
fill in
bit.
the gaps.
Fill in. I led you there with the Pokemon Go excitement. Guys, to all our amazing listeners, we're going to ask you to do that thing that we like to do at the beginning of every single show.
Pop your incenses, champions. Let's go.
Very, very, very good.
Trying.
We'll be sending all the Shiny 100 Look vibes your way. The reason we ask you to throw your incenses down if you are new to the show is basically the show's roughly about an hour. It's got longer as we've moved along, but now with what's it called?
Roar of time.
Roar of time. you can spend your Stardust to make it last as long as you want for our
I think
episode.
Riverside have used Roar of Time on our uploads.
Yes.
Well, certainly with Coops, it's going backwards.
Oh,
he's gone.
No. We'll keep talking.
We were doing
Oh,
so
no,
well.
Really?
It's because we mentioned.
Yeah, we're doing well. We managed 4 minutes of recording.
We mentioned Roar of Time
Roar
and
of
space
Time.
effects.
And he got sucked into a
gone
space-time
again.
distortion.
Space-time distortion. It's almost like that's so Coops, isn't it? Do you know what? I think we've just got used to that now, haven't we? As soon as something happens, he shoots off into another dimension.
It'd be nice if he told us, gave us some notice.
He need to give us some
He
notice.
would. He normally does it mid-sentence, so he didn't tonight. He just went...
He was gone. Well, anyway, as we've talked about our little intro to the show there, we want you to throw down your incenses. And if you do have some amazing luck whilst doing so and listening to the show, please share your successes on our social medias using the world famous hashtag, that's Shiners of the Week.
Can you clarify the spelling?
I sure can clarify the spelling. That is SHINIESOFTHEWEEK. So that is Shinies of the Week. And if you use that, it'll help us find your posts, and we would love to share those with you on next week's show. Right. Should we jump into some Pokemon Go techie goodness, guys? Are we all on board? Coops?
Coops, are you back out of the space-time
You
distortion?
there?
Hello?
Coopsy? Oh, Coop.
He's there, but they've got... Oh, no.
Is it like Doctor Strange, where you've got the portal, he's just sat on the other side? Just refusing.
He's
Just
looking
say,
in.
just say, Coops, we are not able to display this camera and mic. So he's there, but...
Oh.
Space and time distortion have taken away his visualness and his audioness.
Just tell me about you, mate. Just what's going on?
Well, it is the way we love to start the show, and as the weeks have rolled on, we've got to know a little bit more about each other. Yes, it is the getting to know you section. The beauty of being the host, as more and more weeks have passed on, it's become more trickier to find new things to ask. However, I had a moment of inspiration, guys, because I'm going to tell you a little bit about the context behind the question before I actually share it.
Excellent.
So I live in a rural part of the country, and I work in a less rural part of the country, i.e. Swindon.
Industrial cows.
Industrial cows. And on my lunch break, we'll sometimes go to a supermarket. I'm not going to mention the supermarket because obviously we don't want to be giving them any cheap plugs.
What does it sound like? Don't say the name, but what does it sound like?
Sounds like alfresco. Do you like that, Milo?
That was fantastic.
That was relatable, wasn't it? Yeah.
I personally like Mazda. I think Milo probably does as well.
Yeah, I own one. It's my favourite.
Oh. I was walking to said supermarket, and there was somebody there outside, homeless. And I actually heard a bit of an interesting backstory about this individual, and it got me thinking, actually. I'm not going to mention any more because that's not fair to do it, but it got me thinking about if we were put in that situation. And it's not about how we've got there, it's just for the purpose of this getting to know you question, a bit about how we would think in that situation. But if we were in that same situation, suddenly we just haven't got the comforts around us that we're used to having, and we were indeed homeless. If we had our last £20 in our hand to spend on whatever we needed to spend on it, but that would determine the next chapter of your life, what would you do with that £20 and why? And it's very left field. Don't factor in all the normal things. Well, you need to get all the things. You can't work on the basis that this £20 could get you to that next step. Be innovative, be creative, be whatever it is. I just want to know how your minds work, boys, if you're in that situation. So go on, Ian.
Do I give like a really serious answer or a jokey answer? And based on tonight, I'd give my last £20 to Riverside to actually get their studio working. Then hopefully the podcast would get to more ears, and then we'd actually be able to actually make a living out of it.
I think we're all kind of on that page at the moment. But yeah.
Well, they'd be making 80
let me get
quid
one
out
out
of
now.
us.
Riverside, please take £20 from me, please.
It's 80 quid from all of us. Just make your platform work. Well, I don't think Coops is going to answer from the time distortions.
I think so. Hello.
Brilliant.
Hello.
We got you.
hear you.
We got
Yes,
you, Scoops.
hello.
Can hear you.
Uh,
We got you. Good.
Can you guys hear me?
Did Palkia bring you back?
Hello. Yeah, my shundo, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Just in time for getting to know you, and it's your go.
Oh, brilliant. What was the question? No, if no, all jokes
What's your
aside,
preferred
Marky.
upload speed?
Yeah, no, all jokes aside, Mark. I actually heard your explanation, mate. I was here. You lot couldn't hear me, but I could hear you guys. It would have to be a couple of cans of Stella, eh? A couple of cans I'd have to buy.
So
Not
you want
donating
to
to
forget
Riverside.
about the recording issues.
No, I don't.
You were homeless.
But yeah, Stella Artois is way more important. No. To be honest, I'd probably, if I had, was it 20 quid, Marky? Sorry, you said?
20 quid, mate. Yeah, 20 quid.
20 quid, I'd probably invest it into AMC in the stock market in America, hoping to
AMC, I wouldn't, not at
rich.
the moment.
Well, no, that's the thing. It can't get any lower, Ian. That's the good thing about it. It can't get
Well, they
any
could
lower.
go bankrupt, and then you lose it all.
It's only don't you lose 20 quid, eh? It's only,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's what I would do. Who was up next? Sorry, I've like I said, I've been here, but I've not been.
got
It was
Milo.
me. It was me,
Oh,
but
go Milo.
I got a shiny Stunfisk for recording.
Ooh.
Nice.
Tag us.
Tag us. Hashtag Shinies of the Week.
Oh, we won't feature you, Whitfield.
No, obviously not.
He's already flexed on the
Obviously
show.
not.
Damn
It
you
just
all.
proves you can get shinies even while we're recording, etc.
Why
So
do you play
definitely,
Pokemon Go
definitely.
while you're recording, Whitfield? You should know better
I'm
than
spinning the stops, dude. Of course.
that. How many
So
do
what
you,
are you
how
going
many
to say,
do you live
Milo?
on again?
So what are you going to say, Milo? You'd invest it in 2,500 poker coins. Is that what you
I'd have to invest it in a battery pack and some power and stuff. I think I'm so unaware because I'm obviously on phone contract and stuff. How
Yeah.
much like pay as you go, super basic cheap phone would be, but whether you're able to get some really cheap
You
pay
wouldn't
as you
be
go
able to
thing.
play Pokemon Go for 20 quid if you was homeless.
Hello, Ian.
Ian, talk to us.
Guys,
We've
this is ridiculous. This is
I know.
absolutely. Even I heard that he didn't.
Hello, Ian.
Vasser.
He's frozen again.
Hello?
Oh my god.
Oh, I see him
Hear me?
moving.
He's there.
Oh,
He's
We
back.
heard not a word you said.
Okay, so what I said is, if you were homeless, you'd have to sell your mobile phone. You wouldn't be able to play Pokemon Go on it for 20
That's
quid.
not my point. My point would be to potentially get some super cheap pay-as-you-go contract and then try and invest into, like, I don't know, trading 212 or something, and try and
But
make
you
a
need
bit
money
more
to invest in
that
trading
way.
212, so you
Yeah, well,
only...
I won't spend the entire 20 quid. I'll keep like 2 quid back and see how we go. I can live off a super cheap chocolate bar for a few days and rock and roll.
Ian, remember, Ian, this is his answer, not yours.
So
Did
mine
I pick
was
your
just...
answer away? Did I pick holes in it?
Absolutely. What chocolate bar would you go for, Milo? I'm curious.
Well, I remember the good old days when Freddos cost like 10p, but that's not the case at the moment. So I don't know.
Nah.
Whatever's really
they're
cheap.
a tenner now, aren't they, Fredo?
yeah, so it's 50% of the budget.
Yeah, 50% of the budget on
Done.
chocolate.
Gone away. I don't know.
Sold.
Something like that. But Marky, since you posed the question, what would be your strategy or your joke answer?
So you see, my strategy would be to adopt the similar approach that the person I saw outside of Alfresco was doing. It's like, if you base yourself there, you don't need to spend any of it on food, because the likelihood is you're going to get food given to you. So that saves the money in your pocket. But I'm a bit of a sort of I believe the world's painted in a nice way, and whatever you do, nothing will stop you from achieving what you want to achieve. An Emily in Paris sort of a basis of life. It's all beautiful.
Well, Riverside are trying
and
to
it'll
stop
all
us
work
recording this
out.
podcast.
Exactly, but I would go down a similar line to what Ian said, actually, because I would, with £20, want to improve the... I'm not repeating your answer, and I'm not that lazy. 20 quid, I'd buy myself a shirt for Matalan, I'd get on the internet, print my CV off, and I would start distributing it around all the businesses to try and get a job and allow me to start earning some income. That's
But
what
you
I'd
only
do
need
with
a headshot.
£20. I need a headshot, and you should be able to print a CV off for no cost as well. So
Interview me from the waist up, please.
Absolutely. Well, that'll be my goal. So we'll put that on a poll and we'll see what you, the listeners, thought was probably the best way of spending your last £20 or the same equivalent in your local currency. See what I did there? Hey! That was almost Pokemon Go-esque there, wasn't it? So anyway, Ian, I think you want to talk to us about something, bud.
I'm sorry, I totally froze then. Did you hit... Hello?
That's all right. I was going to say, Ian, so I believe you want to talk about something then, buddy.
Yes, I do, but I'd like you all to actually be able to hear me when I do that.
There's a 50-50 probability.
So while Mark's beavering up... Whitfield!
Whitfield, stop playing with my cows.
Sorry,
So
I'd like to
while
tickle
Mark's
cows.
playing with his cows and typing out this week's poll, let's have a few minutes. Last week, Pokemon Horizons, it's now out, I think, on Netflix, and we had the event last week, it's just finished. Talk to me, boys. What were your thoughts? Because I didn't really get to play this event as much as I would have liked. I did a lot of Captain Pikachu raids. I saw a lot of Captain Pikachu in the wild.
Ahoy
Didn't
there.
get any
Vassal.
shinies. And hatched a lot of eggs. And I did actually hatch the Charcadet. I only got one, but I'll take it. So for me, this event wasn't great, but mainly because I didn't have the time to invest in playing it. But Coops, did you have a go on this one?
What do you think I'm going to say?
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
play
he's
it.
saying that. I did actually. I caught one of the Pikachu with a sailor hat, wasn't it?
Captain,
Yeah.
Captain
well,
Pikachu.
Yeah, I turned on the game, caught one, but in regards to that specific event, it was probably. I mean, you didn't play it much, but I played it probably a fraction of what you did, Ian. So yeah,
Well, I didn't. I was meant to play it at the weekend.
at the
And
weekend
it didn't happen. The weather was foul, and I was actually catching up on sort of admin for podcast on my YouTube. So I literally didn't get any time to invest in it whatsoever. And apart from raiding, and raids came through, I did them, wanted the shiny, didn't get one.
Hey, it's funny you say that because I
Move
had
on.
no YouTube channel and I had no podcast to edit, but I still played it less. Oh.
I laugh, but I shouldn't be surprised. But Milo, I'm sure
We're
you're
not
going to.
surprised.
I'm sure you're going to be a polar opposite of this.
Remotely. Yes, I played this event reasonably extensively. Blitzed kind of the first day. I will say, I've seen some people having bad RNG with Charcadet from those eggs. I mean, the fact it was in
I
three
saw one
different
person like
tiers.
90 eggs and didn't get one. I'm thinking,
Yeah, which is
that's got to
wild.
be wrong, surely.
I don't remember how many eggs I hatched, but I will say I had a lot of leftover incubators that I was using from Sinotaur and just decided to hatch eggs constantly kind of on the go. And I think I ended up with about 10 or 11 Charcadet from the event.
Saved me a couple. My count for the first one was 11. I don't know how quickly you got one.
It took me a good couple of hours to go through some eggs, but I think it was a...
I'm talking days.
Oh, Milo.
I even got one actually after the event has finished from a regular 10-kilometer egg, so it's still fairly accessible as a Pokemon, and did manage to do the evolution to Suralege, the ghost type one.
That's probably the better looking one, isn't it? That's probably
The purple one.
Yeah.
I think it's the better looking one. I don't know how good they are in the game, like that and Armarouge, not a clue. They're interesting designs. Anybody who's remotely interested, they're terrible shinies.
Well, they're not out. Are they out of shiny? They're not out of shiny. So.
They're not out of shiny, but in the future, only the iris of the Pokemon changes color.
Oh, so it's
Spoilers.
Like yeah.
Just to let you know.
Longevity.
happy shiny Pokemon.
Lazy, shiny.
There's another word we
Pokemon.
could put in there that
You
begins
don't
with
want to
S.
hear Francesco's version.
I
of
was
that
thinking
jingle.
exactly that version, but I genuinely don't really remember what the wild spawns were. It was sort of reasonably forgettable, to be honest. What was actually
Totally
out in the
forgettable.
wild?
They
really.
literally, the wild spawns weren't good.
All I remember is finding Pikachu in the wild was quite difficult, and especially difficult for some reason in Rainy Weather Boost. Rainy Weather Boost, which is supposed to boost electric type Pokemon, it actively turned off Pikachu. I was like, it's got a, I mean, as Coop said, it's got a
So
sailor
I suppose
hat.
the question:
Why?
do you want to turn on Pikachu?
Well, it got Volt Tackle, so it has a tackle on it. I don't know, but I managed to bag both the male and the female shiny from the wild. I did do the maximum remote raids every day, and
Of course you did.
Did chase
Of course
the
you did,
raids.
yeah, we'd expect no
obviously,
less.
yeah.
Of course he did, yeah.
But I will say that was on the lucky side of things. So as an overall event concept, I thought it was solid.
I think we'd be more surprised if you didn't get both shiners and didn't max out your raids and didn't play for 12 hours a day.
That's not what you said on the previous events when we haven't got the Pikachu. But, maybe listen back to a couple of shows a few weeks ago or months ago at this point. I don't know. But yeah, that's my 2 cents. What about you, Marky?
Obviously, Pikachu was boosted. It felt like it in raids because people were raiding it hard and people were getting it. So it kind of felt like it was boosted without them actually saying it. Because I know in the past
I
it
wish
said,
it was.
No, but what I mean is, like, technically it'd be 400 to one shot, wouldn't it? And like people getting it in like 30 or like you're right. I didn't get it. However, Ash, my mate, got 3. And he only raided it for a day and a bit.
That's your one.
Well, he's already exactly that. He's already said it, to be fair. But I have got a confession to make, boys, because I hatched 2 Char Cadets during the event from about 12 eggs, 13 eggs.
That's good going.
And I deleted one in error.
Oh.
It's the good old mass transfer, isn't it?
It's all right. Milo has 11, so I've got one more and you've got one more.
Yeah, exactly. Plenty of them.
Saturday.
Yes. But they were both 32 stars, but I did delete it. But I got the Hundo Pikachu with the costume.
Okay, that's good.
In the wild, which was even nicer. So I was very happy with that. And that was about it from the event. It wasn't an event which I played more than maybe an hour or so on the Saturday. It isn't an event that's made me want to put the game on and play. Let's put it that way. So it wasn't an offensive event. It's probably
inoffensive.
Inoffensive.
All right then, 2024. We seem to be doing round table scoring. So I'm going to give this event, and I hate to be this person, but I'm going to give it a 4. It wasn't all that for me.
Ian, I'm not just going to copy you because I think you look very good looking tonight. But
Thank you.
But I'm also going to go with a 4 as well.
My result has no bias on Ian's looks, but I'd probably give it a 5. I'll be a little bit generous because it did bring a new Pokemon and 2 new evolutions into the game.
Yeah,
and
but an egg-locked Pokemon, Whitfield, an egg-locked Pokemon.
I know, but it was in general egg pools. There were some decent ways to get it, and it's not like it's gone. It's still in 10-kilometer eggs. So, yeah, a 5 for me, distinctly average.
And I'm going to round it out, and I'm going to be that guy, because for me, I think even if the event's poor, it might be because you don't want anything from it, and actually, if it still makes you turn the game on for people who need stuff from it, I think that's a good event. We've said this before, events can't be great for everybody. However, when you strip it back and you look at what it offered a Pikachu of a costume, which barely spawned in the wild. So it was technically kind of raid locked, not officially, obviously, because Milo got his 2 in the wild. But,
badly in quests, actually.
Badly in quests.
I was struggling to find them in quests.
Yeah, I think a new Pokemon egg locked, rightly as Ian said. Okay, you can hatch it in all 3 different eggs, but if you're playing the Infinite Incubator game, you're playing it free to play.
Not everybody spent 7k on incubators for Sinnoh Tour. Some people are on the single incubator grind. Yep.
Yeah.
And because it just didn't have that wow factor for me, I'm going to give it a 3 out of 10. I'm going to be that guy.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. It might have been 4 if I hadn't deleted a Char Cadet, and that's my own stupid fault.
I was going to say, was the deleted Char Cadet a factor?
Maybe.
I think the consensus is a distinctly below average event for the Horizons event.
In the grand scheme of things, yes.
But what I think we're going to talk about now, Marky Boy, is going to be distinctly, hopefully, above average.
Oh, we go from one extreme to the other, Ian. Oh, we go from one extreme to the other.
We really do. We are going to jump into...
Is the news.
As we alluded to last week, GOFest season, it might be arriving a little bit early, but we covered the top line of it, didn't we, boys? And now we're going to dive into spawns, biomes, choosing your adventure and the exclusive bonuses and everything. So, of course, we've got to begin with the first of the 3 in-person GOFest events. Sendai in Japan, of course, running from May the 30th to the 2nd of June. Really early.
May the 30th be with you.
I don't remember that one.
No.
It's a sequel.
God.
It's not come out yet.
The Park Experience. And this is going to showcase the specific biomes, the first of which, the Mountain Brook. You're going to be finding Pikachu wearing a moon crown, Poliwag, Lapras wearing the scarf, which is actually a bow tie, realistically, Eevee wearing the moon crown, Dratini, Totodile, the Hemorrhoid, Basculin blue stripe form, which can't be shiny yet, Dwebble, Tyrant, Carbink, can't be shiny, Dewpider, and some more.
I'm going to be talking about the Sky Arena. Now, the good thing is, Milo, is that all mine can be shiny. So,
Jealous.
Yeah, jealous. So, from the Sky Arena, you can get Pikachu wearing a sun crown.
Fantastic.
Thank you. Farfetched, Honita, Doduo, Eevee wearing a sun crown, Hitmontop, Meditite, Emolga, Noibat, the Pau style Oricorio, and Ian's favourite, £50 for a cutie fly.
Oh, do you remember that? Yeah. Wow. So moving on to the third habitat, the Star Parade. And with this one, well, they can't all be shiny, but most of them can. We're going to get Pikachu wearing a moon crown, Staryu, Eevee wearing a moon crown, the cruise ship's favourite Pokemon in the world, Lunatone, both the blue and the pink Frillish, Joltik. Don't think anybody wants that after the event the other week. The research day.
Milo does.
Flying to Japan specifically.
Pancham. Now, this one is good. Furfrou, natural form. Amora, which was released last year for GoFest. Sensu style Oricorio. They can all be shiny. And the one that can't currently, poor little Jang Moto.
By the way, Marky, when you say moon crown, if you don't go moon crown, I'd be fuming.
Well, I might let you down. This is an interesting one because there's going to be a slight change to this, and I'm going to predict it because it is slightly different to what's on the graphic for the Lake Garden habitat. But we have got Pikachu wearing a sun crown and Eevee also wearing the sun crown. Both obviously can be shiny, along with Marill, Sunkern, Lotad, Roselia, Solrock. Cherrim Sunshine form that can't be shiny, but we do have Pampor, Petalil, and Fermantis, and I'm going to say it will be shiny, Orange Flower, Flabébé.
It will. We'll talk about that shortly.
Ooh. And in all habitats, that's going to be coming off of our favourite thing, Incensed, obviously. You'll be finding the following unknowns. ADGHINTY, and the new one, ? That hasn't been available for donkey's years, but obviously there has to be a non-shiny in this, and in this case, it's gonna be Klefki.
The Brighton exclusive.
the bit of Holland, bit of
original.
Germany, most of France, and tiny corner of Spain and south of England regional.
Love it.
It's like the EMEAI region. It just adds more and more characters to it.
I could say another acronym there, but we're not going to.
And this event is getting better, gentlemen, because it is going to have my three favourite things. Go on, list then. My three favourite things. We're going to have. We are.
Stella.
I've spent my 20 quid already. I'm a bit tipsy. But we are going to be having collection challenges, some Go snapshots, and some field research as well. We'll talk about this closer to the time when it comes out.
Yes, we will, Coops. And as we're getting towards the end of the event, all events that Niantic put on these days have a city experience part, and this is no exception. So, special Pokemon will appear in the wild. We know that now. There will also be exclusive bonuses, and get ready for these. So, all attendees to the Sendai GoFest, on their ticket today, you will get the following: half hatch distance for eggs placed in incubators during the event. Lure modules activated will last for 2 hours. There will be special 7k eggs. Up to 6 special trades per day can be made on your ticket today, no matter where you actually play. That's always good. Reduced Stardust cost for trades is always good. Up to 9 additional free raid passes from spinning photo discs at gyms. 1.5 hatch Stardust. Milo, please calm down. 1.5 hatch candy. Coops, calm down. We know you love an egg. And 2 times catch candy. Mark, please calm down.
No, I'm not going to calm down, Pastor Val.
You aren't the boss of me.
You're not the boss of me. But with all of these in-person GoFest at these fixed locations, you have got the Choose Your Adventure order, and trainers who purchase a ticket will split their day between exploring a Nanakita Park and adventuring throughout Sendai City, enjoying special exclusive event gameplay during both parts of the day. Both the morning park experience and the afternoon park experiences are the same, but the only difference is the time of the day the trailers are at each location. And that is split, as we said, morning park experience and afternoon park experiences. City is 9:30 to 6:30 p.m. on the day, but the park experience, like we said before, is split more in the afternoon. Don't know why it doesn't tell me the morning time of the park, but I'd imagine it's 9:30 till...
You have to click the tab. There's 2 tabs, there's morning and afternoon, to flip between the two.
Oh, there we go, Ian. You've just taught me something there. The morning park experience will be between 9:30 and 1:30 p.m. Japanese Standard Time. Is that, Ian? Is that what JST stands for?
So, yes. Yes.
Well done.
It might be
Jaffa
Japanese.
cakes, seriously tasty.
Oh, they are, aren't they?
Or it could be Japanese sushi time.
Ooh. I like that.
Sorry, that's racist.
No, it's not. It's only how you interpret it. And the afternoon
racist.
Sounds like we're campaigning for the Tory party tonight. But anywho, the afternoon park experience time is between 2:30 p.m. and 6:30 p.m. Japanese Standard Time.
We'll go with standard, yes.
Either way, whatever it stands for, it doesn't really matter because none of us are going to Sendai.
That is true.
However,
Daxi is, though.
well, Daxi, that was just for you.
I've got to get this in. 3 years in a row, Whitfield's gone, I'm going to Japan for GoFest this year. And 3 years in a row, something stopped him.
Now, I will correct you.
Karma telling you something.
The phrase I use is, I would like to get to Japan.
Yeah.
Not, I am going.
That's not what the tripod said to me. We're going. We are going next year.
Well, he ain't speaking for me directly. And we're not going to Sendai, unfortunately, but have a ball if you are. One that I know that Masterful 27 and Ian Waterfall are definitely going to be attending, Madrid, the European GoFest, running 14th to the 16th of June. And the first biome you're going to be able to find in, well, actually depends on which entrance you pick, I assume, but the Mysterious Labyrinth is the first one on the page, and you're going to be able to find the following, starting just the same. Pikachu wearing the moon crown. Speaking of having a ball, Hisuian Voltorb is back. Lickitung, Eevee wearing the moon crown. Natu, Boltoy, Beldum, Pansage, Munna, evolving into a placenta Pokemon, Petilil, Ferroseed, and finally Esper. So all of them can be shiny.
The next habitat is going to be the Rocky Shore. You can get Pikachu wearing the sun crown, Lapras wearing a scarf, and Eevee wearing a sun crown. I will be chasing all of these like mad. I love costume Pokemon. Up next, we've got Chinchou, then Nosepass, Shieldon, Throw, Tortuga, Amora, Crabrawler, Dewpider. They can all be shiny, but one that cannot be, as Ian stated earlier, is the Jangmo-o, and more.
Coops, did I tell you that I actually hatched the Lapras shiny with a bow in Sevilla on the bridge with Whitfield and Barrow with me?
You did?
Did you want a well done or a congratulations? or
just that you should know. Anyway, moving on to what I assume is my life, the Cursed Forest.
God.
In this habitat, you'll be able to encounter the Pikachu wearing the moon crown, Zubat, Tangela. Oh my god, this biome is not good. Eevee wearing a moon crown, Sableye, Cacnea, Lunatone, the orange flower Flabebe, which again probably will be shiny by that point, Pancham, Phantom, I'll take that, and the Bailey style Oricorio, I'll take that. So really, out of that habitat, there's probably like 3 Pokemon I want.
So is it like the Cursed Forest habitat, also known as the lunch break habitat?
The lunch break habitat.
Yes, it is, because I don't understand the lunch break except when I'm doing these events and dead hours, yes.
Very good. Well, I'm going to go from a dead hour to a...
Oh, these aren't hourly rotations. These are actual physical places.
Oh, they are. Well, Ian will be not having his pizza sat in the Cursed Forest. We can guarantee you that.
See where they put the food
Black
court.
Forest pizza.
Ooh. Let's go to another habitat which has got a little bit more cheerfulness about it, and that's probably where the positive vibes end. That is the Sunrise Gateway. We are going to have Pikachu wearing a sun crown alongside Eevee. We've got Skarmory, Solrock, Bronzer, oh joy, that can all be shiny. Cherrim will be there with its cheeky little face, sunshine form, which can't be, unfortunately. But do not worry, because as Ian said, Furfrou with natural form will be the chase, potentially, in that biome, but can be shiny, along with Fletchling, Helicopter, Helioptile, and Tyrant. I still like Tyrant, even though I personally don't read it, it's a fun one to chase. We will also have Carbink that can't be shiny, Boo, and Pow-O, or Pow, or whatever it is, style Oricorio, which I'm sure a lot of people will be chasing that one as well, and more.
And we're basically going to be able to copy and paste the all habitat spawns because it's the same bunch of unknowns as we read out for Sendai, as well as Klefki in there. So those will be basically the Incensed spawns.
There's going to be a bit, to be fair, for all of these events, you could just sort of crop me and make me repeat myself for all four. But yeah, there's going to be collection challenges, Go Snapshot, and field research.
And yeah, I really think Mark with his show notes is trolling us all, because the city experience is the same for all of these events, as are the event bonuses as well.
Yes, Ian, and my bit, I probably struck the good chord here, because I can tell you maybe a slight variation on the location, but there'll be a morning park and afternoon park experience in Madrid as well, which will give you the opportunity to play some of it within the Park Juan Carlos I Park, which is nowhere near Madrid city centre.
Near the airport, isn't it?
Check that before near the airport, basically. Hop in, hop off, but get out of there. But the hours are on the park experience, certainly for the morning, are 9 a.m. till 1:30 p.m. And then the afternoon is 2:30 till 7 p.m. That's going to be nice, playing in the park in the evening. I'm quite excited about that, actually.
It will be a cooler time of the day, that's for sure.
An hour less to edit.
Okay, Ian, right.
Always about the technicalities, but I can confirm that one place that will be really spectacular to play the afternoon experience, because you could potentially get the ferry back in the evening as the sun is going down over New York City.
Oh, we did the romantic river cruise last year, Whitfield.
And the building site that you play around.
Yes,
romantic,
hopefully that's gone.
Yeah, we're hoping that the construction's done.
Not reminiscing over the Love Boat. New York GOFest obviously is running the 5th to the 7th of July. And on those specific dates, if you fancy it, you very well could bump into either Vasafal or myself. Yes, we're both going to be going to this New York GOFest, returning
to the building site that is Randall's Island.
I really hope they've made some progress, and we'll be able to tell when we visit the Brilliant Skies biome. So, in the Brilliant Skies biome, they've put something different first. Pidgey. Great. Pikachu wearing the sun crown. Doduo, Eevee wearing the sun crown, Dratini, Skarmory, Pansear, Petilil, Archon, Rufflet, Furfrou in the natural form, and finally, Jangmo-O is the only one that can't be shiny.
And if you're not attending New York, you may see me and Marky Boo wandering our local streets and our local areas.
But there'll be no direction with us.
No.
We can guarantee you that aimlessly, definitely.
But the next habitat is going to be the Ghostly Woods. I'll read out all the ones that can be shiny first. You've got Alolan Rattata. You've got Pikachu. Sorry, I don't know why I was laughing. Pikachu wearing a moon crown.
Are we paying for
Eevee
this?
wearing a moon crown. I think so. You have Gligar, Lunatone, Golett, Pancham, Phantump, Pumpkabunda, and Orangaroo. Now, the ones that can't be shiny are a little bit random. You've got the overcast form of Cherry.
That's what I'm saying.
And then you've also got the orange flower Flabébé.
But that will be shiny.
Let's just recap. We're getting Pidgey, we're getting Cherrim that can't be shiny, and Gligar. Why?
So we're not
What
going
are you
to the
doing
Ghostly
to us?
Woods then.
Is that brunch? Is that brunch hour?
I hope that's the building site.
That's meetup hour.
Yeah.
They're actual
Well,
biomes,
don't bring it
though.
up. Don't bring it up.
Ian's going to be going to the Club Tropicana in Cabana, aren't you, Ian? Is that where you're
I
going?
am, and actually I got a decent habitat to talk about. Well, name-wise, the very least. Yes, the poolside cabana. It's a water-themed biome. And yeah, again, there's some horrendous Pokemon in this
What do you mean?
biome. Pikachu wearing the sun crown. Okay, tick. Lapras wearing a scarf. Okay, I'll give you Lapras. Everyone loves Lapras. Eevee wearing the sun crown. Okay, they seem to be spawning pretty much everywhere.
I see why this is your biome, Ian.
Yeah, Chinchu. No.
No.
Clamperl. No. We'll just scratch those from existence. However, I will take Mantine. I will take Finion, which I still need as shiny. Mark's favourite Pokemon next to Swaddle is going to be out as shiny. Ducklet.
That's the new one.
Yes, it is. Frillish, Pal style Oricorio, and Pom Pom style Oricorio. Yes.
Ooh.
And for some reason, Solrock. Maybe just because there's a sun in the sky. I don't know.
And for some reason,
Some reason,
Well,
Ian,
the-
you're
The
brutal.
sun shines on the poolside
Sun
cabana.
shines on the poolside
Yeah.
cabana. Yeah, that's
Well, we go from the Poolside Cabana to the Rugged Quarry. That's some interesting Pokemon in there, actually. You've got Pikachu and Eevee both wearing their moon crowns. You've got Onyx, Sableye, Beldum, Shieldon, Dwebble, Tyrant, Heatmore, Drillbur, and more that can all be shiny. But sadly, Carbink will still be non-shiny eligible.
I'm sure the trolled us with these spawns.
That's not the worst biome. Yours was definitely worse, Ian. You take the crown for that.
Mine was
You
worse,
take the sun
yes.
crown for that one, sir.
Does that mean you have the moon crown?
I thought the last Pokemon changed on all these. And they're all the same.
It's identical. So, copy and paste for the third time tonight. All habitat, i.e., the Incensed spawns, are going to have the same unknown as Madrid and Sendai, as well as Klefki in there as the only non-shiny.
And as well, I hate to surprise you all again for the third time tonight, but you are going to have some collection challenges, some Go snapshot encounters, and some field research. And you never guess we might be saying this one more time.
You're never going to guess this, guys, but there's going to be a city experience at New York. There will also be the same bonuses that we've already referred to 2 events ago. Copy, paste.
Well, one thing I can say to you all with a degree of confidence is there will be a morning or an afternoon park experience as well. The only difference being this will be at Randall's Island Park and not at Carlos Wan the First and whatever the other one was called.
That'll be a ferry trip.
The morning park experience will be between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. and the afternoon one a bit later actually than in
It's
Madrid.
an hour later, yeah.
It's 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. So a bit shorter actually overall on that afternoon park experience.
And I think the reason behind that is, and we talked
It's
about
Randall's
this last
Island.
year, because of access to Randall's Island is not ideal. People are going to need time to get in and get out. It's going to be absolute carnage.
Different location. Anyway,
Small note. What? So,
But gents, let's stay positive because let's talk about potentially the best event of the year, one that I look forward to because unfortunately, just due to life, I don't think I'm going to be able to make it to any of the live events. So one that I'm thoroughly looking forward to is going to be Pokémon GOFest 2024 Global, which is one that everyone can play. This is going to be on July the 13th and July the 14th, 2028. No, 2024, which I'm very, very, very excited for. Milo, do you want to start to tell us about the Saturday? Let's get hyped.
I would love to. In the following biome, the Dawn Meadow, and these will be hourly rotation ones for the global event.
These will be,
Yes.
it's a global
So these will
event,
be
yes.
hourly rotations. This will probably be the 1st and the 5th hour of the day for Saturday. You'll find Pidgey. I'm getting deja vu here. Pikachu wearing the sun crown. Hoot Hoot, Hop Hip, Giraffaric, Wingull. It's going downhill. Oh my god.
It's going way downhill.
Wingull, Snivy, Cottony, Ducklet, though, in case you didn't get it in New York, if you didn't go. Ferroseed, Axew, Galarian, Stunfisk, Heatmore, and finally Inkay, and a few more.
Now, bearing that in mind, again for the Saturday,
Worse.
the next hour of the Ian, stay positive, great white shark. The next one, you're going to have the Shining Day hour. And funnily enough, these can all be shiny, which is good. So you're going to have Charmander, Dratini, Sunkern, Dunsparce, Hisui and Sneasel, still not got mine yet, Solrock, Budu, Helicopter, Tyrant, still not got mine, Dedenne, Young Goose, Formantis.
There's you, Coops.
You can find yourself.
Amazing. Well done. Congrats. For Mantis, and one that can be shiny now is Yang Moa, which is very, very, very exciting. Could not be shiny, obviously, for the events, but can be shiny for the global, which is great.
Okay, and then we move into the creeping dusk. Well, it'll probably be a creeping dusk towards the end of the event on hour 7. But I'm sorry, people. For this one, you can expect Pikachu wearing the moon crown, Eevee apparently not wearing any sort of crown or hat, Spinarak, Volbeat, Illumise, Gibble, Venipede, Emolga, which can be shiny, Litwick, Golett, in case you didn't get one in New York last year, Durant, Esper, Phantom, and Grubbin. There's maybe 2 or 3 decent ones there.
Very negative tonight.
I'm feeling that,
Definitely.
Coops. Are you feeling that?
Grubbin.
Gollett's
we
the
didn't get enough
chase.
Grubbins last year, yeah.
Gollett is definitely the chase, I think, in that one. Well, if Ian's going to be creeping in the dusk, I'm going to be in the darkest part of the night. I don't know what I'll be doing there. But we have got in the darkest night hourly rotation when it comes on. We've got Alolan, Rattata, Gligar, Sneasel, Teddiursa, Mudkip, Kavana, Dino, Lunatone, Binacle, Amora, Crabrawler, and Molul that can all be shiny, and Carbink again. Do you feel like they've done Carbink a bit dirty on this? Maybe just not put that on the graphic and leave that in the
Or
Amor.
just not put it in
Don't
at all.
expose it. Or don't put it in at all.
Yeah, because Carbink was all over last year's GoFest, so for it to be all over another GoFest and still not shiny,
Where's
in
Time
with a
gone?
pool of very mediocre Pokemon. I mean, there's a few decent ones in there, but let's be honest, those spawns are a bit lackluster, aren't
There's
they?
a lot of watered down spawns in those biomes.
Carbink be like, naughty, you're teasing me.
Shiny for GoFest next year. Who knows? But your wild encounters for Sunday, all the Pokemon that appeared in the wild during the first day of the event will also appear during the event hours on the second day, and there will be no rotating habitats at all. So the second day is just a mishmash free-for-all.
Oh, wow.
Go and chase your Grubbin and Spinarak.
Lovely.
If they spawn.
Yeah.
You mean Grubbin and Gibble?
Why Gibble?
Because that's just been in as little of events as Grubbin.
I was just doing
Anyway,
both
moving on from that, moving on. The bonuses and features you're going to get for the global event for the Saturday and the Sunday. All trainers can enjoy the following during Pokemon Go Fest 2024 Global, whether they have a ticket or not. All fantastic. So this is even if you don't have a ticket. 1 hour lure module duration, field research themed around the different Pokemon habitats, and surprise encounters in Go Snapshot when taking snapshots during the event. You never know who might show up.
Pikachu.
Maybe it's Rotom.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Wearing a snapback.
Oh,
I don't really know how to sell this. So if you go onto PokemonGoLive.com, you can pre-order the official T-shirt. It's not been announced, and it definitely hasn't just got a big question mark on the stomach. It will actually have a nice little graphic, but probably not as good as the Incensed podcast T-shirt.
wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
This is a little bit easier to sell, but we have got ticket holder exclusives, and you can upgrade your Pokemon Go Fest 24 global experience with a paid ticket to unlock exclusive content, rewards, bonuses, and more. This will also feature a special research, which will give people the chance to learn more about the mythical Pokemon Marshadow, and also the opportunity to encounter it. This bit looks exciting. You'll have a global challenge arena. So during each Habitat Hour on Saturday, ticket-holding trainers around the world will be able to work together to complete a challenge. If the challenge is completed in time, a special bonus will be unlocked for the remainder of the hour for ticketed trainers. That'll be boosted Carbink spawns.
Oh, wow.
So knock yourselves out.
And the global challenge will be catch 69 Grubbin.
Poor Grubbin.
Dear God.
And your reward will be a Gibble.
That's fantastic.
Wearing a grubbing hat.
I hope that would be great. Advertising, please. But, boys, our own Incense Encounters. Our podcast will hopefully be being listened to over the course when people are running these spawns from their incense. So you will find the following unknown across all of the biomes and during Sunday as well. A, D, G, H, I, N, T, and Y. And then in the Dawn Meadow, you will be finding Maractus very sporadically. during the shining day, Corsola, that of course can be shiny, during the creeping dusk, Rockruff, and the darkest night, not a Batman movie, but you'll be finding potentially Vullaby with a shiny potential.
Yeah, I like Rockruff. I still need a mid-form one, whatever was it called, Dusk one. Maybe they'll spawn. That'd be
I
nice.
still need a second shiny, and then I need a shiny.
Well, being in the
Dusk form as
creeping
well.
dusk, it might be quite appropriate.
Very good. Ooh,
But boys, you know what I still need to do?
what do you still need to do, Koopy?
I still need to tell you about the exclusive bonuses, guys. So, yeah, we're going to have some exclusive bonuses. So, you're going to get an increased chance of encountering shiny Pokemon. You're going to get up to 6 special trades can be made each day. By the way, I love that, by the way, for Global, because when you're in your local community, you're nigh on going to have probably 5 or 6 best friend lucky trades. So, guys, make sure you utilize those. I've left so many events with so many people that I'm lucky with. And then I leave and I get home and I'm like, damn, I didn't do one lucky trade. So make sure that's on the top of your list to get that
So
done.
many people do that, Coops. I very rarely do special trades.
Yeah, I need it written on my forehead. I always forget. But yeah, you can also level up your elite collect. Oh, no one cares about that. Medals. You're going to get up to 9 free.
Coops, you could get to 2.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, see that, Mark? You say how nasty he is tonight. But yeah, you're going to get up to 9 free raid passes from spinning photo discs at gyms. It's really good. And you're going to get special 7-kilometer eggs. But apart from that, gents, have you guys bought your global ticket, by the way? Is everyone...
Shall we break the news to him?
breaking news.
I think we've all been gifted tickets
Yeah,
from
I got
various
gifted
different
my
people,
ticket.
Coops. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
But-
also, I just want to add, Coops, I'm not being nasty to you. I'm just frustrated by Riverside tonight. It's nothing
Don't
to do
take
with
it out
you.
on the
no, it's fine. Oh, damn. So you've all been... Damn, I'm not a YouTuber anymore, hey? That hurts.
One thing I did forget to put on our little bit of directional conversational notey things on a bit of paper were actually
Also known as show notes.
show notes. Yeah. Is if you get your ticket early, you will enjoy additional rewards. So trainers who purchased the Pokemon GoFest 24 Global ticket on May the 6th will receive a GoFest themed avatar item, a Sun Crown, and you also get a timed research. Rewards that I should say. That's between April the 30th and May the 6th. Plus, all trainers who purchase by June the 6th and play Pokemon Go between the 31st of May and June the 6th will also receive time research that awards an additional avatar item, which is a Moon Crown. Trainers who bought a ticket before May the 6th will receive this one as well for a total of 2 timed research opportunities.
So just to all the listeners, you've got 7 weeks to gift it to me, like you have done the other boys. No, I'm joking.
He will play it though. He will play it. He said it. He's excited.
3
Yeah,
minutes.
I'm playing it. It's in my calendar already.
Oh, very good. Very good. Guys, we've already spoken a bit about this last week. We've confirmed where we're going. What are our thoughts on these when we look at the spawns and we dig a bit deeper? Because I'm a bit of cynicism's creeping, and I look at this and go, it's GoFest 24, the biggest date on the calendar. Yet it doesn't feel like there's a lot in there consistently across it. I know the experience is obviously something which we'll all submerge ourselves in for those who do go, and it is about that and catching up with faces and familiar faces and making new contacts and meeting other trainers. But what are we thinking? Honestly, is there anything that's... am I underwhelmed? Am I the only one of the locations?
Don't think so. Genuinely, I don't think so. I think a lot of people also be along that sentiment. It's on paper, on face value, it looks a little bit bland, I would say. But, and I'm trying to look at it impartially, that's the word. The reason a lot of these spawns look kind of dead is because we play the game reasonably frequently. We've done lots of live events and things in the past. Yeah. And for example, Ian and I will look at New York GoFest and go, oh, Golet's back. Whereas there'll be plenty of people who haven't got it at all and will need that second chance, even if they didn't get it.
Whereas Zoe might look at New York and say, oh,
No, she'll
Tyrant's
go,
in it.
"Damn, Tyrant's
I
back."
chased one for the whole weekend.
Something along those lines. I will say is that there's only one shiny released per GoFest. And obviously, we suspected the Jangmo would be coming with Global. That's kind of the pattern. And I'm a big fan of finding shiny Duckler in New York. I'm hoping, obviously, once we get there, the live event experience will be all-consuming and utterly amazing and everything. I think there's something in every biome for me to chase, just a want and a need, So I'm okay with it. I do think Mark's right. It could be a bit better.
I agree. I've been very critical of the spawns that we're getting, certainly across Madrid, New York, and Global. And I think that's a valid concern. However, you've got to put it into the context of when you're at a live event, it's all about the atmosphere, it's all about the place, it's all about GOFest. And GOFest to me isn't all about catching Pokemon. It might sound counterintuitive, but GOFest is about the overall experience. And as Milo said, there is at least 1 or 2 mons in every habitat that can be chased and that are worth going for. So yes, we don't need Charmander. We don't really need
Grubbin.
We don't need Gibble. But we play this game the 3 of us play this game every day. Coops plays it probably once a week. We've all chased these mons. We've all had our time with these mons. And it's going to be the new chasers, the ones that we still need, and just cherry picking what we're going to be targeting. So I think on paper it looks meh. In reality, when we get to these venues, it's going to be lit.
Yeah, I think just to sort of top it all off, I think the main thing is I think it could be better. And I agree with you guys. I think 2024, big year for Pokemon Go. Loads of new updates, loads of new features. It could be better for sure. But from a guy that missed that electric event last week, so I don't play every event. I don't catch every new shiny. I don't even sometimes have to get the whole family of shinies that are a year, 2 years old. You boys will back me up. Sometimes I've been at events and I'm like, yo, shiny this. And Ian's like, dude, that's been out for 8 years. And I'm like,
that was like global last year. You turned up and you got like the new shiny immediately.
Yeah.
And he was 4 hours late.
Yeah. So it's, so it's just, I'm actually very excited for it, but I can see it from your guys' point of view, could be better. And I totally get and respect that for sure. But yeah, looking forward to it, and we'll all try link up, We'll try our best.
Definitely will.
Got to get a ticket first.
One way or another.
Coops, if nobody else gets you one, I'll gift you one.
Oh no, mate! It's, I'm only bantering. It's no one else's responsibility.
Actually, to be fair, we'll club up to we'll open a £5 in each for you, mate.
Yeah,
thanks,
that's our next week's
That's your birthday present.
Speaking of, it's quite spenny, though. I did £15.
It is quite expensive for a global event.
Yeah.
Spenny, is that a London terminology for being in, just to understand there, Coops? That's quite spenny. Or is that South London? That's quite spenny. I like that. That's quite spenny.
Is that Cockney rhyming slang?
I'll have to Google it. I'm not sure. I think it's just Milo. That's quite normal, right? Oh, that's a bit spenny, that is.
I mean, I've not come across it personally.
Oh. It's because nothing's too spenny for you, Milo.
I just don't. I'm just like, here's Spenny. I'm like, who? What? Why? Huh?
It's like £45 for a cocktail. Get me 4 of those, please.
Actually, he does. I've been there when he's done that.
Amazing.
Well, listen. Let's move it on. That's going to be fun. We've done all the deep dive on GoFest. I'm so excited. I've opened up the pub for you boys because talking about GoFest got me thinking about travel. Got me thinking that I could probably make you guys sound a bit foolish with some strategically targeted questions on. Yes, I do. Yeah, you can have an apple teeny, Milo, and ease upon the apple and put a bit more fatini in there.
He's already planning that for the rooftop bar in New York.
Yeah.
Well, we'll find our rooftop bar in Madrid, Ian, and then we will find ourselves an equally masculine drink as well. So.
Oh yeah, Milo's down on the apple teenies. Yeah.
We just do bourbon bullet here in my bar. So
seriously, give me a Macallan 15 or 18, I'll be happy.
Oh, I can't wait, Ian. I cannot wait. But yeah, we're going to jump straight into a pub quiz, boys. We've got a cheeky little 6-question pub quiz lined up for you. 2 questions from each location, which has been confirmed to be hosting a GoFest. And we're going to be jetting in between each location, alternating them as we go along. So, boys, are you ready for the GoFest 24 pub quiz?
Ready.
I think so, although I think we'll be having a few more of them in the coming months.
There'll be more coming up.
All right, steady on, chill out.
This is an opportunity, Mark.
Just like a prelude.
Yeah. Well, we're going to start now with Japan and Sendai. Sendai, isn't it? I am pronouncing that correctly, aren't I? Sendai? Sendai. Let's go with Sendai.
Sendai.
Japan. So, the first question is, what year was Sendai founded? Was it A, 1400, B, 1500, or or is it C, 1600? And Milo, I'm going to let you go first, my man.
Obviously not got a clue at all. I think the only thing I've read about Sendai is it's like the greenest city in Japan. How green and for how long, we don't know. I will just pick the one in the middle. Was it 1500?
1500, Milo, that is B. I've got Ian next for this question.
I hadn't got a Scooby, so I was just going to go B as well because it's in the middle.
B for in the middle. And then that means Coops is going to have an opportunity to answer next. Well, that's
It's going to be boring and go B as well. No, I'll go A. I'll go the earliest because I've got absolutely no idea.
Beautiful. Right, we're going to jet off to Madrid now. And this is quite a fun little question. So, Madrid inhabitants are known as what? There will be a little backstory to this. We'll go through the answers.
Okay.
But is it A, mice, B, dogs, or is it C, cats? And I'm going to go Coops first on this one.
Cats. I've got absolutely, again, no idea.
So that's C for Coops, yeah? And C for
why
cats.
not? Why not?
Go on, Ian. You go next, bud.
How are we meant to know this? This is really random trivia.
The pub quiz.
Mice?
That's A for mice for Ian. Go on, Milo.
And I'm torn between one of the two answers that you guys have given. Mice has M at the beginning of it, which obviously matches Madrid. I can't remember.
And
Milo as well.
Yeah.
And Mark.
Ooh.
But I can't remember if Madrid sits in the, is it Catalonia region of Spain? I don't remember the geography of it, so I'm going to go for C
Yes,
as well.
Milo.
Cats.
C for cats. Cool. We'll see if that's a successful copy of Coops or if it's leading it down a blind alleyway. But anywho, we've left Madrid now. We're in New York. We're in the big NYC.
The Big Apple Teeny.
Big Apple Teeny. So, homeowners who live in New York can request 3 what? Is it A, newspapers? Is it B, trees? Or is it C, car washes? Ian, I'm going to let you answer this one first.
You're catching me off guard with all of these tonight.
Good questions.
They're very good questions.
I feel like
New York
you should
is-
know this, Ian. Out of all of us, you should know this.
Yeah, because he's a resident in New York.
No, wrong side of the country. Because New York is literally glass, steel, and concrete, it would make sense if they could get free trees. But I don't know for sure.
Take your time though, Ian. It's not a problem.
No, I've
Take your time.
said. I've said.
Oh no, I thought you were going to go, but oh no, so Ian's gone B for trees. Perfect.
I don't. Again, I'm not sure, but that would make sense.
Beautiful Milo. Oh, beautiful Milo. That was nice, wasn't it?
Well,
Beautiful Milo.
Is that a cocktail?
It might be, mate.
I don't know if that's a cocktail. We'll find out on the rooftop bar. But have no idea at all. And yeah, New York, complete concrete jungle. I'll throw a different answer out there. I'm going to throw, what was it? I'll put A, 3 newspapers, and see what happens.
Beautiful. Koopy.
Yours is probably cheaper than mine, Milo.
Depends on the size of tree.
So I thought about all 3. I
a
think
seedling.
the car wash is just ridiculous. I think that's stupid. I don't know where that comes from, so that's not even in my head for an answer. I originally thought it could be newspapers, but then I was thinking, but then if they handed them all out for free, they wouldn't earn any money from them. And even though like New York feels very newspapery-esque, maybe I'm just. Go on, Ian. Go on.
Oh, Coops, I don't want to influence your answer, but why would they only give free newspapers to somebody that owns the house?
Yeah, it feels weird. So I'm also I am going to go for trees because I'm thinking green planet, good for the environment, oxygen, trees, all of that, carbon.
Just both be wrong.
Right. So remember, that's not car washes. So, number 4. We're back in Sendai now. Got to go back and do day 2 now. What other name is Sendai known as? Is it the City of Skies? Is it the City of Oceans? Or is it the City of Trees? So, Milo first.
They all sound very picturesque. I'm going to I'll go for C. Is it the City of Trees?
That's New York City, Milo, but if you're going for that one
That's
on
the
there.
concrete jungle.
Ian.
I don't know where Sendai is, and I apologise to the people in Japan. I don't know where. No, I know it's in Japan. I don't know where it's located within Japan. I don't think it's coastal, but I could be completely wrong with that. I'm going to say skies, which is what, A?
A for skies, it is, Ian. And Mr. Cooper.
I'm going to go city of car washes. I don't know why. I don't know.
City
I
of free
don't actually know
cars.
why I know this because it's a bit weird, but it's C. It's the city of trees. But don't ask me why I know that. But I'm 99.9% sure that's the correct
Wikipedia.
answer. But I could be wrong.
Since his camera stopped working, he's getting very good at these answers.
He
isn't
is. It's like Google. Mute.
Amazing.
With the tiebreakers, well, that
Just make
no,
him not to
I'm
mute the
joking.
camera so you can even type in.
Yeah. So number
Steery.
5, we're going back to Steery.
Oh, have I not muted myself? Sorry, boys. I forgot.
We're off to Madrid for question 5. There's a fountain in Madrid, in the centre of Madrid, and this fountain has, or might not have, some segments of the Berlin Wall on display in the middle of it. So my question is, how many segments of the Berlin Wall are on display in the centre of this fountain? Is it A, 3? Is it B, 2? Or is it C, there's none there? And I'm going to Coops first on that one.
Hold on, I'm just Googling it. I've got no idea. I think it's a trick question because it's you, so I'm going to go 0. I'm going to go. Was it C? Was it 0?
C
Yeah.
for C for
I
0,
think,
yeah.
I think
C for
it's
0.
a you answer, that is.
Milo.
I've sort of been thinking, it's like, why would they have sections of the Berlin
what I
Wall
was
in Madrid?
thinking.
But it's something that if you're going to have sections of the Berlin Wall in a city, you might as well make an ornament out of them. You know? So
Love it, Milo.
I'll pick A, 3. Sure, why not?
I was going for A for 3, and Ian.
Now, I can't get my head around this question because when I've seen segments of the Berlin Wall in photographs in the past, they've always been rather large. So
Could be a large
I
fountain.
can't imagine that they'd put 3 on a fountain. I might be wrong. It would be quite a huge fountain.
It's not a drinking fountain, I assume.
I can't honestly imagine why the Spanish would want to display the Berlin Wall, which is German, or was German. I'm going to go with Coops. I don't think it's any. I think it's a trick question.
So you are going to say 0 with Cooper, yeah? On
yeah.
C? Cool, we're into the final question. We're going back to New York City.
What will we be saying in a few weeks, Whitfield?
You will be. Anyway, question 6. Approximately how many languages are spoken throughout New York City?
Oh, dear God.
Is it A, 800? Is it B, 600? Or is it C, 7? I'm joking, 400. That'd be a bit specific, wouldn't it? Mr. Cooper answered this
Yeah, I
one
want to go with
first.
the lowest answer. So was that 300?
400. C for Cooper. Ian.
Part of me is inclined to agree with Coops, but I've agreed with his Google answers far too much tonight. So I'm going
It's
to go
not good.
for-
Bro, okay, it was. No, it wasn't.
I'm going to go 600.
That's good to be different. And Milo, finish it off.
And New York's a hub, a hub of nationalities and cultures and everything like that. And I have a feeling this is sort of a pub quiz question from Marky where the correct answer is nowhere you'd near expect it to be. So I'm going to pick A, make it 3 different answers.
Oh, I like that. So we'll see how we get to the end. 8 for 800. Right. So here we go. We're going to rapidly fire through the answers to this GoFest quiz. So, question 1. What year was Sendai founded? It was founded in 1600, which was answer C. So everybody struck out on the first question. Number 2. Madrid inhabitants are known as what? Well, they have a traditional nickname. They call them the Madrileños, or the Madrileños, which is the region of Spain, Madrid. It's called gatos, which is cats.
No.
Apparently, it was originally coined in the Middle Ages as a reference to the ability of local troops being able to scale castle walls, which is where they got the nickname Cats from. So Milo and Mr. Cooper both got a point for that one.
That's wild, though. What a backstory.
What backstory?
Shout out Google.
Mr. Cooper, homeowners can request what for free in New York City? The city that has a lot of taxes, and you'd imagine very few people owning cars in the houses that they own in the city centre, New York City. So obviously, it's not going to cost them a lot to offer that, is it? Well, you're right. It isn't car washes; it's trees.
Yes.
These
It would make sense in
trees.
trees, yeah.
So Ian and Cooper both get a point on that one. So we're into the fourth question now. These papers. Whatever name is Sendai known as, it is the city of trees. It's the green, like you said, Milo, at the beginning. Sendai's green, a lot of green areas, and it is the city of trees. So Milo and Cooper both get a point there. I'd like to say Cooper's on a free question winning run here at the moment. So
I'm on one. I don't think I've ever been on one halfway through.
No, well, you might be on one.
Google does.
Let's see how you finish it in. Number five. Number five. So I'm going to go for the answer, but that is the fountain in Madrid.
It has got three
there it is.
on it. Okay.
And it's got 3 sections of the Berlin Wall on it.
Why would you do that?
There's actually 4 sections displayed across the whole of Madrid. One of them's on the outskirts, so it might be in the part we're going to. But 3 of them are in the centre of that waterfall. So Milo is tied with Cooper with 3, and Ian's on 1. Going to the final question.
Oh, that's a decider.
It is. Approximately how many languages spoken throughout New York City? It is a big variety of
said
people.
A different number as well, I know. So this is actually for the
exactly.
Yeah.
It's approximately 800. It is a marquee answer. It is a marquee answer, which means
say Google.
Milo gets 4, Cooper gets 3, and Ian scores a point. So it was a good go. 4 out of 6 is good going, Milo. Very
Not bad
good.
ratio.
No, not bad at all. The good thing is you got both your Madrid questions right, Milo. So I think you probably have to think about where you go, sunshine.
Right, I'm not planning on being a New York resident anytime soon, so that's okay.
No,
I'll ditch the 3 newspapers.
So this is a fun question. I'm going to quickly ask it. Just humour me with this, boys. Let's not put any thought into this. But I did this one for Ian. I did it also for you, Milo, and I did it for Cooper as well, because you all have you like your Apple products. So this was the tiebreaker question. But if you were to buy the most expensive iMac Pro with all the add-ons, accessories, and upgrades available, how much would it cost? So this price is accurate as of 2024, and I've done it in pounds. I just want to know, just spitball some figures at me and let me see if you're that Apple enthusiast, know your prices.
I'm poor, I can't spec my products out to what Milo and Francesco do.
So I'll jump in. I don't think it's as much as what we think. So I'm just going to go straight in. With the add-ons, I'm going to go 10k.
10k?
I reckon you can find yourself going north of, I'm going to say 27k.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because there'll be options to tick for lots of bits of kit.
And I was thinking somewhere in the middle, genuinely, so I'm going to go for 20k.
By the way, can I just say, if Ian gets this right, it doesn't matter because he lost anyway.
I lost anyway.
Good.
Ironically, Cooper wins this by being £74 closer than Ian.
Wow.
Is it only that?
Yeah, it's £14,926 and 98 pence. And
Jeez.
Yeah, you're just the right side of it, Coops. With that by 74 quid.
You must have missed an accessory off, Mark, surely.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, very good, guys. I love a quiz. Thank you for taking part in it. And as you said, that means nothing to the overall score anyway. So it's well done, Milo.
Hobby game lord.
Go on, Coops. As a treat for you getting us close to the answer on that tie break, I'm going to let you talk to us about something exciting that's coming up in the game.
Yes, you are, mate. So even though I didn't win, you're still going to make me do the next bit. But boys, we have got to talk about a new event, which I think is going to be really, really, really good. So over to you, Trainer Tips.
It is. It's the news.
Yes, gentlemen, we are going to have a new event called the Verdant Wonders, and it's going to be starting on Thursday, March the 21st, just after payday, at 10 a.m.
Nice.
Until Milo's like, nice. never knew that was payday for the normal world.
It's not for me, yeah.
Actually saying that some people get paid at the end of the month. I'm sorry, but yeah, it starts on Thursday, March the 21st, 2024 at 10 a.m. and it's going to end on Monday, March the 25th. So it's really not that long of an event. It's only a few days, but it's going to end at 8 p.m. your local time. So Rogue of the Jungle returns. But for this event, it looks very, very good. This is the one where we're going to be getting Zarude again. A lot of people were hyped by that. But obviously with this event does come some wild encounters. And all of these can be shiny, which is great news. So these wild encounters that you can get just from playing the game, catching Pokemon throughout the event are going to be Bulbasaur, Oddish, Tangela, Hoppip, Poochyena, Nutsleaf, Shroomish, Cottony, but wait, wearing a flower crown. Ooh. You're also going to get the red, blue, and yellow flower Flabébé, but obviously that is going to be where you are situated in the globe. And of course, £50 for a cutie fly. Now, if you are very, very, very lucky, you might also encounter again the three little monkeys: the Pansage, Panseer, Panpour, Zorua, and obviously the Flababies as well. But these are going to be the white and the orange one. So a lot of shiny potential, boys. They're looking good. Those wild encounters looking good indeed.
It does look good. And you know what else looks good, boys? Well, a $7.99 ticket for the event. Yes, for $7.99 US or the equivalent in your local currency, you'll be able to pick up the Rogue of the Jungle Returns. Is that timed research? Special research, so it's not going to expire. Special research. We like that. Tickets will be available to purchase for this research from Monday the 21st of March through to Monday the 25th of March, so basically through the event hours. And ticket holders will gain exclusive access to a special research story that will eventually reward you with a Zarude. Other special research rewards include the following: 2 premium battle passes, 6 silver pineapple berries.
You are spoiling
5
us.
rare candies, not XL, just rare candies, 1 incense, and various dark type and grass type Pokemon encounters, and more.
Well, with a new event, we get new Pokemon debuting as part of it. And Cooper's also alluded to the fact that Cottony will be wearing a flower crown, but also Whimsicott will also be available with said flower crown. Both of these can be shiny, so you can evolve Cottony. You can use 50 Cottony candy and a Sunstone to evolve it.
And there is going to be another way to get that new costume Cottony, the field research task encounters. So you'll be finding Cottony wearing that brand new flower crown, but you'll also be able to find the 3 elemental monkeys, Pansage, Panseer, and Panpour, as well as some other terrible Pokemon. Vulpix, Poliwag, Marill, and Slugma. Not that I think 2 of them are featured in Weather Week or the Spotlight Hour for a oof. Chase those Cottony tasks, people. I'm very sad to see there's not going to be 1-star raids with Cottony and a flower crown in them.
Disappointing.
Cry.
And lastly, we are, I don't know why I've got lumped with this tonight, but we do get collection challenges. You're going to have to complete this collection challenge to receive Stardust XP and an encounter with Cottony wearing a flower crown. And of course, you're going to get Pokestop showcases, none of which I will be doing.
You don't want your Pikachu PhD?
No, I don't, Ian. Send your WhatsApps now!
All right, so we've actually got a WhatsApp message, and Kels hasn't been on for a while, but she has now.
Hi, boys. It's Kels, or Kels Lengers. I just wanted to drop in to say hi. I have not seen you for a really long time, and unfortunately, it's been a very, very busy few months, changing jobs, training for the marathon, then getting an injury, not being able to walk or exercise or do anything. So unfortunately, it's been a bit rough, but we really wanted to come to Ealing, but unfortunately I wasn't allowed to do any long walks. And obviously, as we know, when we go to Ealing, we go hard. So it was pretty gutted about that, but just wanted to drop in really to say hi and just to thank you, because as I said in my last voice note a few months ago, you guys remain so consistent in our lives. Not a week goes by that we don't listen to you. Every single Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday journey to work and journey home, you guys accompany me. So I just want to say thank you. I'm really hopeful that we see you soon. I hope LA was amazing. Ian, I'm sorry about your car troubles. I hope Global was amazing. Global was okay for us. Unfortunately, I could only go out for about an hour. I got a fair few shinies. I had to play a lot of it from home. Did get a Hundo Palkia though, which I was pretty pleased with, but no shiny Palkia.
Jealous.
Oh,
Was
No
it
shiny
a Shundo, though?
Dialga,
Was it a Shundo?
which I was pretty gutted about,
All right,
but you know, it is what it is. RNG. But anyway, hope you're all good. We miss you guys and hopefully see you soon.
Thanks for sending that in.
Yeah, thanks, Kels.
We can only really say to start with, wishing you a swift, speedy recovery.
Yes, indeed. Yes.
I know what that's like, Kels. I when I was training for my half marathon, I had a bit of a wobble in the training program, and I was out for a little bit. And doubted that I was actually going to get it done. And I know all injuries are different, get it completely, but I'm sure that having the motivation that you've got so far of it, it'll get you in good stead for when you attack it next time around, mate. I hope you get a chance to do it next year, mate, if it is going to be next year or later this year. It's nice getting a nice message like that. I do like messages like that. It's always fun hanging out when we spend time with each other. It's good.
It's nice to hear about somebody as well, and it's not necessarily specific to the game. It's nice just to hear how you're doing, how you're getting on, and what's going on.
Exactly. And hopefully see you for Global GoFest in July. Ealing has benches, and I'm sure people will be very happy to have a sit down and rest.
Also, I play California style now, so I'm not going hard for anything.
Yeah, Ian's definitely going to look for the more relaxed approach, so you won't be... But again, thank you, Kels, for sending that in. Hope we see you soon and wishing you well and mentioning some shinies in there. Of course, it's time to jump into the tail end of the show with our favourite section.
Shinies of the week.
God, what a good jingle. But I've got one here from W1. I hate you. I've got one here from W12Ace at Incensed Podcast, and they say, at Ian Waterfall does love his RNG. So what's the chance of this Kettering caught brace of shiny smoochums for hashtag shinies of the week? Never caught one before, and then two of them hatched within half an hour of each other. Sparkle emoji, sparkle emoji. And they got two shiny smoochum, one 707 CP, and the next one a 694 CP. So congratulations, that is poggers.
Smoochum.
Smoochums.
Jinx, hashtag smoochums.
So next up, Stewie16H has been on our campfire. Hashtag shinies of the week. Such a good shiny. One of the best. And it is who doesn't love a shiny nose pass? Even if it is 1 star, it's just a great shiny. GG, Stewie.
I agree on that one. I was frantically looking at Fred's, getting excited when I saw something that said within a week and it didn't have our hashtag on it. So I had to go back.
The one post in a week.
Oh, no, I know. And it teases you, doesn't it, by including them on it when you put the search Fred on. But search Fred, see what I did there. But anyway, I'm back to good old-fashioned X. Yeah, I'm going to say that our boy Chicken Chaser. Wow. This has been a randomly amazing event for me. Highlights been 2 more Rock Ruffs that I needed. For Hundo Captain Pika and the Shiny Captain, hashtag Shinies of the Week. And yeah, he's done well, our boy, with the age at 0 to 4 and Shiny 4-star Search Fred. He's got 15 Pokemon during that bit of the event. Very, very impressed with your horde there. Very good. But did you have your Roar of Time on? And did you extend your incenses? And I hope you caught them all whilst listening to all of our shows again, because that's a lot of shinies, bud. Well done.
And finally, I'm going to pick this one from X. Lucy Davis. This was actually before last week's show, but we're mentioning it because we just talked about the new costume Pokemon at Incensed Podcast. Listening to the latest podcast and got this shiny, hashtag shinies of the week, and it is a little shiny Cottony, just a few weeks before it decides to get a little flower crown. So congrats, and hopefully your RNG provides another when the Verdant Wonders event begins. But speaking of some Verdant Wonders, I think there's some bushel surrounding...
Is that Mark's home? Oh.
Well, we've had fun tonight. Great. You know, I love it when we throw real random questions out there to our audience, and most of ours are random,
no context.
To be fair. No context. I streamlined the question a little bit to make it a bit more easier for our guys and girls that listen to the show. But the question I put was, the boys have shared what they'd do with their last £20. Which of these do you or could you relate to? And the options, well, were as follows. It was give it to Riverside. I did put a little asterisk next to it and put in the description of the poll, asterisk, Riverside is our host platform for our podcast, which failed horrendously last night, exclamation mark. Put some context to it.
That's going to
We'll buy a new
shirt.
Buy a new shirt, buy a mobile phone, or buy Stella. So we had 49 votes for the poll, but always we do love the comments that our amazing listeners give to us. So let's share a few of them if we alternate, and I'll start with Mazdos, who's put a nice little gif of, I don't know what the show is, but I should know what the show is. It's not Emily in Paris, it's something different. But anyway, new shirt, especially if it's a memento of an event or place you have visited. Also, Riverside needs to be giving you credit for their poor service.
We'll take it.
But I've got one here from Thomas, and he says, nothing beats a drink, so Stella all the way. Thank you very much. I agree.
I've got to pick the GIF famous I am Prius, who's literally just put beer o'clock and pint in hand.
Okay, so Mike, aka Newcombs, has put, and you know what? It's his favourite place in the world, so he's not gone with any of our answers. He's put cheeky trip to Greg's! Exclamation mark.
The 20 quid just by the shop, surely.
Well, we're going to jump into the results now. Thank you everyone who did vote. We had 49 people on the poll tonight, in fourth place with 8% of the vote. Despite clarifying the Riverside, only 8% of people want us to give it to Riverside. In third place with 14% of the vote. I think people do question if you can actually buy a mobile phone for 20 quid, Milo. I think that's probably why it was a bit of a low score.
It's the new context that you put in there.
Yeah.
It could be rubbish.
Buy a mobile phone, exactly.
Yeah.
Second spot with 27%. That's a good number, actually. I'm quite happy with that one. It's my one of buying a new shirt, which means we've got a lot of drunkens out there who listen to the show. 51% of you just said, buy Stella. Buy Stella. Oh, dear.
Proud of you all. Thank you for letting me win.
I feel proud of you. You can't take the Stella out of the Croydoners or whatever.
I've not run the poll in ages, as well, so I'm happy with that. I'm very happy with that.
Well done. Well, there we go, everybody. Thank you for listening to this show. We promise you, when you listen to it, it'll be flawless, but trust me, it's taken a lot of juggling around.
It's taken 2 days to record.
And 3 different platforms.
3 different platforms, exactly. Oh, dear God. But hopefully, because of all our perseverance and determination, you will have enjoyed the podcast. As we say every week, please consider following us on whichever platform you've used to listen to the podcast. It makes it easier for you to find us the next time around. We are on all the major podcast platforms. So I'm sure you will find us. Certainly, if you're listening to us, that would make more sense. But please, if you can,
I've already found us.
Coops. Sod off, Coops. I knew you were going to laugh then, you bugger. But if you are able to, on the platform you listen to, please leave us a review to help support us, preferably if on Spotify. Please be 5 stars. Please follow us across our social medias. That's X, Instagram, Threads, at Incensed Podcast, to keep you updated with all the latest bits and pieces. Also, like we said at the beginning of the show, use our hashtag Shiners of the Week across our social media platforms for a chance to be featured in the Shiners of the Week section. It's also at this time of the show we like to say a big thank you to our Patreon members. Without your support, we wouldn't be able to produce and create the show as we do. Because of your kind generosity, like I said, it helps us in creating this podcast.
Pay for multiple recording platforms.
Absolutely. And because of that, we have created a brand new platinum tier, which we will be sharing across our social medias tonight.
That's £1,000 a month.
Yeah. But we do like to take this opportunity to thank our gold members, our gold Patreon members. Without your kind generosity, this really wouldn't happen. And we do say that every week because we mean it. But thank you to our Hermes Ninja, JB, Clifford Mert, Darby Russ, Kerry Ann Zachary, Connolly, Apex 171, Mufti, Barside 2, Highbone, Maz, that's aka Osma Lionheart, and Mandy Croft. Thank you so very much. That's it. We got there eventually. We will always remember 162 fondly for varying reasons. But
I'll be blocking out mentally, I think, after this post-production. But before we end, Marky, well, bad news.
What?
Next Spotlight Hour, March the 19th. You've got 2 times catch XP. It's not that bad. But you have 4 different Pokemon. Fire, Vulpix. Water, Poliwag. Ice... I'm trying to think of the elements. Is it wind, air?
Vanilla?
I don't know. Vanilla, Snorunt, and finally, ground, earth, Hippopotas. Knock yourself out on that Weather Week focus Spotlight Hour, people.
Well, on that typically British gloomy bombshell, we will see you all next week.
I choose you!